Currently, we are in the Great Grand Reef of Australia, which is the largest reef in the entire world. It extends from the subtropics to the deep tropics, as you can see on the east side of the coast, Australia's coast.
And in 2024, the Great Barrier Reef suffered more severe coral bleaching on record. When coral bleach, they eject the algae that lives in their tissues. This causes their tissues to become transparent, exposing their white skeleton underneath. Bleached corals are not dead, but as the algae provides most of their food, they are at more risk of starvation and disease. Coral reefs are living organisms, and the Great Barrier Reef is considered one of the most species-rich habitats on Earth. It is home to hundreds of types of corals, 1,500 fish species, and 4,000 different mollusks.
Now, let's talk about the climate of Northeast Australia. Australia is home to a monsoon climate, as you can see in light blue on the map, according to Köppen. The monsoon climate is present all around the world, not only in North Australia. In the region of the GBR, Great Barrier Reef, there's a dry season in winter between May and September, and a wet season between October and April. The first event is rising water temperatures. Prolonged exposure to higher than average water temperatures this summer has caused widespread coral bleaching alongside the whole reef. Of all of them, February was the worst month in 2024. The temperatures were above 30 degrees. The alert level was level 2. The second event is a succession of two cyclones. Two cyclones crossed the reef that summer. In December 2023, Cyclone Jasper came as a Category 2. Then came Kirili Cyclone, which was a Category 3 cyclone in January 2024, both driven by warm ocean water and moist air. On this table, we can see how destructive was February month for the corals. The third event is extreme rainfall. Rainfall above average led to river floods in the northern and central regions this summer. These flows lowered salinity levels and delivered fine sediments in nearshore waters. Reduction of sunlight by algae and murky water, low salinity, and sedimentation can lead to coral bleaching and coral mortality.
The primary cause is human-induced climate change. Increase in greenhouse gases from human activities result in climate change and ocean acidification. When there's climate change, the ocean changes. Human activities include burning fossil fuels for heat and energy, producing some industrial products, raising livestock, fertilizing crops, and deforestation.
The El Niño had an impact on sea temperature. After returning to neutral conditions, the El Niño brought warm ocean water and rainy weather to Australia, as you can see on this image.
The monsoon also affected the corals. Monsoon winds blowing from northwest in summer brought a lot of moisture and heavy rainfall.
The coral bleaching situation is very serious in the entire world. Fishes and other marine life depend on corals in the Great Barrier Reef, and they lose their habitat and food sources, leading to population declines. Also, the loss of tourism revenue is very present. The Great Barrier Reef attracts millions of tourists every year, and it's valued at $56 billion as an Australian economy, according to Great Barrier Reef Foundation. Coral bleaching reduces the reef's attractiveness, harming tourism. Corals all around the world need to be saved as soon as possible. The more the bleaching goes on, the worse it gets. Hopefully, solutions will be found to stop the bleaching in the future.